I think it's outrageous the way that these police killings are being swept under the rug in this town and every other town in this country today, the double standards. We know that if Ezell Ford had been a young white man on the west side and the same thing had happened, the whole city would be up in an uproar right now. This is 2015, and these double standards about how human beings are treated in different communities has got to come to an end. And a lot of people have turned out today to say, you know, we're not biting on it. This is the year 2015, and if you're still stuck in the past where it's okay to sweep these situations under the rug, we have news for you. We're not all living in a backward zone. We intend to have full human rights and recognition for our communities, for our children, for our youth, and we intend to have full accountability by public officials, particularly those who are empowered to use physical force. I don't really have to say a whole lot more. There are a lot more people here who have things to say. I don't know if Ezell's mother is here today, but we have hundreds, thousands of people in our community who've been deprived of their loved ones, of something called life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and it has got to come to an end, period.
Thank you, sir. Next.
Ahmed Khan of the Stop LAPD Spying Coalition. The reason people demanded this to be an open meeting because people don't trust you. Right. People don't trust you because you have a history of completely dismissing people's concerns. People don't trust you because we come here over and over again, and today we're back again, speaking about the murder of a young man. Right. As of June 2nd, 472 people have been murdered by law enforcement in the United States. And guess what city leads the nation? It's Los Angeles. It's this Los Angeles. This city supposedly a city of angels, has become a city of murderers, sitting right here, amongst us. And you sit there every day, listening to us, and you completely dismiss our concerns. Pete White spoke to Paula Madison. I want to speak to Kathleen Kim and Sandra Figueroa. Then what do you think about people of color? What do you think, you being a person of color? When people talk to me about Black Lives Matter and other people say all lives matter, well, to me, as a non-black person, what I see is that black life is not valued. It is not valued at all. It is not valued in this forum. It is not valued outside. And you, sitting on this thing, you don't value black lives either, do you? Because we come to you. We try to get some emotion from you. We try to get some answer from you. These people we don't trust. White supremacy is there. White supremacy is there killing us. White supremacy is there that's completely dehumanizing us. But you have to at least listen to your conscience. Don't get stuck as an Asian person and as a Latino person that you have the privilege of not being black. Get real. For crying out loud, get real. People are dying. This is no drama. This is real. We don't trust Solorov at all. He's the biggest cheerleader. But at least Oswald has some courage to stand up and say something about it. Looking at the totality of circumstances, look at the totality of policies. We have come here and told you that this man is denying that racial profiling is going on and black people are being disproportionately impacted. Now do something about it.
The next five speakers, Jasmine Richards, Beverly Davis, Pedro Baez, Pastor Q, Jean Marie, and Dr. Perry Crouch.
There's a lot of empty seats in here. Hey, now if you're just tuning in live, we're here inside of the LAPD headquarters. This is the Los Angeles Police Commission.
Welcome.
We're talking about Ezell Ford today.
You going to say your name?
My name is Jasmine Richards, and I want you to sit here and look at his face. Look at his eyes. Look at this face. Stop sitting there with that small attitude and look. Okay? And then I'm going to ask you a question. If this was your child, or if your child was killed, would you want people to remain idle? Or would you want them to fight back, to stand up for your child, your baby, whom you lost, because it's not in the natural order to lose your child. A parent is not supposed to bury their kid. Now, I'm a young I'm 28 years old, and I have lost more of my friends now than ever. Okay? And I've seen mothers cry more now than ever. And I've seen Utopia Ford's face, and if you looked into her eyes, you wouldn't be able to sit here and do nothing. If you had true empathy, you wouldn't sit here and do nothing. Because, man, you can see the hurt and the pain, and you took a piece of her soul away when you took her baby. Y'all need to know that. Y'all need to know that y'all took a piece of that lady's soul. Y'all need to know that we out here fighting for the mamas. And I ain't gonna stop fighting until something happens. I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Y'all gotta do something. Now, of course they found DNA on the gun. The boy was shot point blank range in the back. Now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. I didn't go to college, but I'm smart as hell and I know that. The DNA can be found. But did you guys find a fingerprint? Did y'all find a fingerprint? Ask yourself that. World. Ask them, did they find a fingerprint? They found DNA. They shot him in his back. Yeah, you're going to find DNA. Did you find a fingerprint? If the answer is no, you better do the right thing. Because if you don't, we out here. And we ain't going nowhere. Because I ain't got nothing to lose. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And we going to win today. Black is back.
Never lie. Say that.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Chairman and members of the Police Commission, my name is Beverly Davis, and I'm president of Black Women's Forum, Inc. It's an organization founded by Congresswoman Maxine Waters, Ethel Bradley, and Ruth Washington, the initial publisher of the Los Angeles Sentinel. Our organization has over 1,200 women as its members, and it represents over 1,000 women in our city. We were seriously pained with the loss of the life of too many African American and others in our city as a result of questionable police killings. Today we're here focused on the killing of Ezell Ford.
Amen.
We have not received a credible response as to why Mr. Ford was stopped by the LAPD officers,
Right.
what crimes he committed, what law he was violating, what reason did the police have for stopping him in the first place. We know the police have used as an excuse for shooting unarmed victims far too many times that he attempted to take my gun. Commissioners, that excuse for killing unarmed citizens has worn thin. We don't believe that that's a legitimate excuse for killing Ezell Ford. We're stunned by the evidence that documents Ezell Ford was shot in the side and in his back at close range. Why, even if unarmed, was Mr. Ford in some way resisting arrest for no apparent reason? Why wasn't he tasered? Why wasn't he restrained? We're sick and tired of the lies and excuses that the police use for killing unarmed African Americans and others. We're disappointed with the decision in this case. The least you can do is fire the officers involved as we continue to pursue justice for Mr. Ford with the U.S. Justice Department. Thank you.
Thank you.
While I still have some time, I'd like to also bring up the killing of Alicia Thomas. We're definitely pained, along with her mother and the rest of her family, and how her situation with the LAPD was handled, and it resulted in her.
Thank you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Inspector General Bustamante, Chief Beck, President Soberoff, and members of this commission. I'm Pedro Baez, Vice President, Political Affairs Director of the Los Angeles Urban Policy Roundtable. Today, an important decision is to be made by this body regarding the shooting death of Ezell Ford. Today, you will be getting a press release that we put out with the following statement. The Los Angeles Urban Policy Roundtable is hereby requesting that this commission delay its final decision by a week due to 3 to 4 witnesses that tell Dr. Hutchinson and myself a different version of the events that occurred from what has been mentioned by the LAPD. The commission must hear these witnesses' testimony and make it part of the public record on this case. This will ensure that the commission's decision is truly fair, impartial, and transparent, and that this commission fulfills its mandate as the independent, unbiased, and civil watchdog over the LAPD. Today, let's hope that this commission will heed the Los Angeles Urban Policy's request. Thank you very much for hearing me.
Thank you, sir. Morning, sir.
Good morning.
Also minutes.
My name is Pastor Q from the Church Without Walls on Skid Row, as well as the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC. Here we are again. Here we are again. Today I'm not here to express anger. This time I'm here to express pain. I'm not here to express I'm here to express all the other emotions that I'm feeling. I'm here to express my hopelessness. I feel hopeless because I know this will happen again. I'm positive. Because black human beings are called broken windows, aka racial profiling. I'm discouraged based on the history of this commission. Wherever your treasure is, there will your heart be. I have seen this commission value the lives of law enforcement, yet I have yet to see this commission express value for black lives. Amen. Because after this, Chief Beck will address the city of Los Angeles through the media, just like he did after Charlie Africa was gunned down in our community of Skid Row. He will ignore Ezell Ford's friends and his mother. He will not address the specific community which had endured the tragedy at the hands of law enforcement. He will say we are a small group with an axe to grind with law enforcement. But I'm here to tell you that the axe of justice is dull and somebody needs to sharpen it. Yes. So we reject the findings and the recommendations that they have given you. The community has its own recommendations. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, welcome.
How you doing, Mr. President? First and foremost, when you look around, yes, tragic with Ezell Ford, but to say that Chief Beck's a racist, we can't say that. Yes, we can. Hold up, I'm speaking. And the reason why we can't say that is that man had promoted more African American women and Latinos than history. And if a lot of y'all was around in '65 under William Parker, we had no black captains, no black lieutenant. The administration was Roger Murdoch and Tom Reddy. So when you're looking at this thing right here, is it work to do? Yes. Have we devised a plan to deal with our mentally illness as a community, and all of us together? We need to develop that plan. How do we address a person with mental illness without it resulting into the tragic thing that happened to Ezell Ford? So what I'm asking the commission to go back and look at, number one, the probable cause. Was there enough probable cause for that gentleman to be stopped? Number two, why was he stopped? And number three, what transpired to encounter?
Sir, I'll give you more time.
Okay.
Sit down. If this meeting becomes disruptive, I will immediately close public comments and the commission will adjourn. Sit down or we will adjourn. Sit down or we will adjourn. Okay, go ahead.
And to encounter, because y'all have a job to do, and I trust you will do the right thing. But I want you to look at that and then come up with some recommendations and some policies that maybe we need to have trained mental health professionals along with law enforcement so we don't have the homeless situation that happened on Skid Row and the situation that happened to Ezell Ford. But once again, for me to sit there and say that Chief Charlie Beck is a racist, I can't say that because he did. We asked him for Deputy Chief Scott. Thank you, sir. Wow. And I don't care what y'all say, because y'all ain't going to do nothing to me.
The next
that's on everything.
Michael Hunt.
Next five speakers,
Michael Hunt, Eddie Howard, Yvette Shaw,
I'm going to ask you to be quiet, please.
Ebony Long.
Because he's a student and we're here live in